Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Markiss Stone, and I'm the host of the Daily Dose, and I would like to welcome you to the next day of your new life. That's right. See, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. What will you do with yours today? Well, I will tell you, it is April 8th, 2019, and this is the second quarter, and it's going to be powerful. That's right. It's also Motivation Monday. Get ready to slay the day. Monday sets the tone for the week. If you ain't right now, then nothing else is right. So let's go ahead and get that antidote. I will tell you, some of your friends, some of your family members, some of your co-workers, some of your snakes, chickens, pet ducks, and dogs need to get that antidote, and you know your boy Markiss has got it. But before I do, I need y'all to do me my favorite thing on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Hawk smash that share button, jab it, uppercut it, hook it, and knock it out the park, because today's topic is gonna be so lit. The Liddy Committee has given me permission to go ahead and handle the utmost business. What is going on, dosers? Let's get right into the antidote, because today I got a lot to present to you guys. So thank you so much for joining in. Let's go ahead and talk about how the morning went. That's right. Woke up bright and early and started working on the Rise and Grind Planner. Got my daily, monthly, yearly goals out of the way. Checked off all of the boxes. Wrote my gratitude, my goals down, and you know I had to hop right into my yogi. That's right. A little yogi for the mental state and the physical stability. And right after that, you know the sweat had to be dripping, drip. You see, I circled the date. 415 calories burned in about 31 minutes. Today, the sweat was pouring from your boy. And right afterwards, you see, success is achieved by developing our strengths, not by eliminating our weekends. As you guys know, this past what was that? Man, I feel like I was gone for 4 days. I was at Hustle and Grind Con, got an opportunity to meet some amazing people. When I say amazing, I mean amazing. Somebody, whoever took this photo, I don't know who did, but I like it a whole lot. This was at my roundtable session, and what was really cool is check this out. I got the opportunity to help a lot of people go live that have never gone live before. I'm not going to show the whole video, but check this out right here if you didn't see it on my timeline.
Yo, look at what we got going on right here. Talking about changing the culture, look at what we got going on right here, guys. Every single one of these guys, look at what we got. Every single one of these people came to me because they were afraid to go Facebook Live. They knew that they were supposed to be doing it. They know that they got to change our culture. They know that they're supposed to inspire the world, and they were not doing it. 15 minutes with me, look at them. Every single one of them. Every single.
All right, that's all I'm going to show from that, but my section was lit. It was a great time, a great turnout. Got to meet some amazing people, got to help some amazing people, so it was so fun. But what was really exciting was when it was time to get back home, this moment right here. As some of you guys know, I just recently moved to Indy about 1.5 years ago, so I was just so excited to get back home because my daughter is now back into soccer. She's taken about 1.5 years off, and she had her first traveling game today, and she scored the first goal of the game and the season. I was so excited. It happened so fast that I didn't even get an opportunity to record it, but she felt so excited to be back to soccer after 1.5 years off. So, oh man, we got a great antidote topic today. So before we do, I got a homegirl named Lyric that's going to tell you what to do. Today we are going to talk about dumping the slump. That's right. Some people have been in the slump for quite a long time. But man, if you attended Hustle and Grind Con 2019, then I'm pretty sure you got a lot of valuable information that you're ready to attack today. If you didn't get the opportunity to attend it, it's quite okay, because your boy's got the antidote today. So let's go ahead and hop right into it.
The antidote is defined as a medicine taken or given to counteract a particular poison. Now, Markiss, these people woke up early. They came to your show, The Daily Dose, to get the antidote. Hit them with the antidote.
If you've been in a slump, it's quite okay. If you've been down, if you haven't accomplished your goals in the first quarter, it's quite okay. If second quarter hasn't started off all right, it's quite okay. Things are okay, but as long as you snap the finger right now and snap out of it with this antidote that I'm about to pop to you, you are going to be quite all right, because today I'm going to talk about 3 tips to help you dump the slump. Number 1, don't make the small things big. That's one thing that I learned over the past few days I spent in Hustle and Grind Con. Don't make the small things big. I'm going to talk a little little bit about sales real quick and show you how you can relate that to whatever you do in life right now. See, there's this thing called the bell curve, right? And I'm going to do a little pointing right here. Actually, it's inverted, so I'm going to help you out right here. Now, in sales in the car business, some of you guys may have heard this before, some of you guys have not, but there's 10% of our customers that's going to be considered what we call the laydowns. The people that has it easy, painless, they're going to come in and do exactly what you say. They don't like confrontation. They just want an in and out operation. They're going to be the easiest customers that you've ever dealt with, and they're pretty sweet. And then there's this other type of customers right over here. That's the 10% of people that is their way, the highway. They're rude, they're meaning, they're condescending. They've been doing this around. They've been around the whole block. You guys know the customers that I'm talking about. And then what a lot of people lose focus on, bear with me, this thing is inverted. What we forget is that 80% of people have the ability to be swayed through your confidence level, presenting value in your product, yourself, and your organization as well too. And we forget about this. And the reason this conversation came about was because I had a conversation with a friend of mine. And the conversation went like this. I'm not going to say the person's name, but they're in this new app called Bumble. Bumble is like the professional Tinder. You get to establish great relationships with people. It's kind of dating, but you can also keep it professional as well too. And she's wondering, should I be doing this? And I say, everything that they taught us a long time ago when we were growing up, don't talk to strangers and don't get in rides with strangers, is the complete opposite of what we do in today's society. That's all we do all day long is talk to strangers on social media, Instagram and Snapchat, and then we also take rides from strangers as well too with Uber and Lyft. And the reason that we do that is because there's an abundance of information available now that wasn't available back in the day. Now, when we talked about Uber and Lyft, she said, do you remember recently the girl thought that she was getting in her Uber or Lyft but got into a stranger's car and got killed? And that's the exact reason that I started talking about the bell curve, because what ends up happening is we talk about the 10% and we glorify it. We make that the gospel. Let me tell you, I've been taking Uber and Lyft for a while, and I know a lot of people that's been taking Uber and Lyft for a while, and upwards of 90% of Uber and Lyft transactions go 100% fine. There's never any issues. But what happens is we glorify the big stuff. We talk about the killings, the murders, and the deaths that go along with it, and we make that the big picture. And the problem with that is that only accounts for 10% or maybe even less of what's going on. Think about what happens in your life. Are you glorifying the 10% of things that's going on in your life? See, in the car business, what ends up happening is a lot of people want to figure out early on how to overcome objections. And that's the first thing that they want to know is, how do I overcome all the objections? Well, you got to do a lot of foundation and groundwork before you can talk about overcoming objections, because if you take care of the objections and you prevent that from happening and you interrupt those patterns like Jonathan Dawson say, you should have no objections. You get what I'm saying? So let's not glorify the big things and let's not glorify the small things and put that to the forefront of our mind. Let's focus on the 80%. I hope you guys are feeling me this morning. Number 2, you got to snap out of it. I want to show you guys something real quick, and bear with me. I kind of lost my voice when I had my roundtable sessions. I was speaking from the heart. I was speaking so passionately. It just all came out, and I know my voice sounds a little bit different right now, but I was putting it all out there, man. I was giving 180% of this, so I kind of lost my voice, so bear with me. But we're talking about snap out of it. I want to show you guys two situations that happen that lets me know that you have the ability to change right now. Oh my gosh, they say it takes 21 days to form a habit. That's what we all say, right? We know that, but let me tell you, there's some people that started forming habits right then and there. You have the ability, and that's what I'm going to talk about when I get to work today. You have the ability to snap out of it right now. It doesn't take 21 days. It takes the right mindset. And let me talk about the right mindset for a second. This young lady right here happened to get on stage, or not on stage, but she was in front of the entire audience, and she said that she was ticklish. So what happened was he said, where are you ticklish? She said, right here on my side, and he tickled her on the side. She got a little ticklish. So he took her hand and she started tickling herself, and she wasn't even moving. And he said, well, what's going on? I thought you were ticklish. She says, well, I'm ticklish when other people do it. So he said it's selective. It's mental. It's not ticklish when you do it. You're only ticklish sometimes. You're not ticklish when you do it. You're only ticklish when someone else does it. Well, what ended up happening, and in just a few moments, he took her and he started tickling her, and she wasn't ticklish anymore. It was so crazy how he showed it was mental. And then a good buddy of mine happened to get on stage, and what was really cool about this, as you can see from the picture, what's going on, Michelle? She was crying at first, and I'm going to tell you why. We were talking about overcoming our fears, and what ended up happening was he brought a snake. He showed her a snake in the audience. And she associated snakes with the devil and the biblical reasons behind it and everything. And she was terrified of snakes. She hated it, and she associated with personal things in her life. He said, would you ever think in a million years that you would be touching and petting a snake, telling yourself how much you love it? She said, absolutely not. Heck to the no. I mean, it was very therapeutic. It was crazy. And next thing you know, she's on stage holding the snake, petting the snake, overcoming her fear. One minute she was associating it with the devil and tying an emotional attachment to it in her life. And the next thing you know, she was holding it and petting the snake. It was mind blowing. But that's just the cake. Let me talk about the icing on the cake. They brought out a python, guys. They brought out a python, and she had a python on her back. Are you guys hearing what I'm talking about? So if a person can go ahead from I hate snakes, they're satanic, they're symbolic of negative, the worst negative things in my entire life, to having a python on her back in a few minutes, you have the ability to snap out of it right now. So I'm telling you, all these excuses that you give yourself are just excuses, mental roadblocks that you have created yourself that is limiting you from being so much awesome. So snap out of it. And before we get into the last thing, I just want to talk about it real quick. The last thing, remove impossible words from your vocabulary. I'm going to talk about a few examples here. A lot of us talk about things like I can't. I want you to replace that with I will. People say it's hard. I want you to replace that with too easy. People say that's impossible. I want you to replace it with possible. Some people say that that's crazy. Let me eliminate that in case it's a bottom. Some people say that that's crazy. I say, let's go. Let's do it. And last but not least, some people say, no way. I want you to replace that with heck yeah. Let's just put heck yeah for the heck of it. I got a diverse audience, so I got to keep it clean. The reason I bring this up is because I want to show you a picture. This is a newfound buddy of mine. I'm not going to say her name. Some of you guys may recognize her. But we were talking about impossible things. She'd never gone skydiving before. She'd never done anything like super crazy. And the thought of mentioning this, we went to iFly. The thought of mentioning this, you should have saw her body language. She was like, "Are you crazy? That's crazy." But her daughter went skydiving, and she knows she needs to do it. I'm not going to say her age, so I'm going to just say that she's upwards of 40. If you know her and you know how old she is, that's fine. But I'm not going to say her age. If she wants you to know, she'll put it in the comments for you. But we went in there. And we got in one of those crazy wind tunnels, and we were flying, y'all. It was a skydiving simulator, winds going at like 800 miles an hour, whatever the case may be. We went to the wind tunnel. We were going all the way up to the ceiling and coming back down. It was an amazing experience. And afterwards, she was so excited, so thrilled. She said she'd never done anything like that before in her life. She didn't tiptoe into it. She jumped out of the window and jumped off of the ledge and had one of the most exciting times of her life. Do you see that face right there? That is excitement. She went from no way to heck yeah. She went from that's crazy to let's do it. She went from impossible to possible. She went from it's hard to too easy. She went from I can't to I will. Dump the slump, guys. Do me a favor. Type it in the comments. Dump the slump. All the negative thoughts that have been entering in your head, let me tell you, I have been doing it this weekend. Dump the slump. As easy as they come inside of your head, I want you to exit them out of your head really quick. Dump the slump. Just because I went and had an amazing time in Orlando didn't mean that I didn't come back to things that were just stellar and perfect. There were some negative things that happened, but thanks to everything that I learned at Hustle and Grind Con, as quick as they entered my head, the quick they went out as well too. So I'm telling you, dump the slump. If you got somebody that's at work that you're going to see today, or maybe a family member, or maybe somebody that lives in your apartment complex or your neighborhood, if you hear them talking about negativity, I want you to tell them immediately, dump the slump. Get it out of your head right now. Let's uplift each other and help each other out. Let's not drown in our sorrows, because that slippery slope of negativity is so fierce. So dump the slump. Let's go down the dump the slump checklist one last time in case you didn't get the memo or you got here late. Let me know. Type in on the replay if you didn't get an opportunity to see it live. Number one, don't make small things big. Don't make the small things big. Make the big things big. Number two, snap out of it. You don't have to wait 21 days. You don't have to wait a week. I know you have a monthly, 90-day, quarterly, semi-annually, annual goal or anything like that, but it doesn't take all that time to just snap out of it and get to it right there and accomplish your goals sooner than it happened. And last but not least, number three, remove impossible words. Replace them with possible words. That's going to help you to get on the road to victory. If you guys are new to the Daily Dose, do me a favor and type in the Daily Dose Show. And you see those 3 buttons right there? Do me a favor, hit those 3 buttons and hit that following button and then hit see first so you can always catch the Daily Dose. You don't have to catch me live at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time Zone. You can catch me while you're in the shower, while you're brushing your teeth, on the car on the way on the Bluetooth. You can catch me at work. It doesn't matter where you catch me. Just make sure you catch me so I can deliver that antidote. Check out the outro.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Daily Dose. I hope you got your antidote today. Your daily dose of positivity, inspiration, and motivation. Check me out every Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time Zone on Facebook Live. And don't forget to Hulk smash that share button.
I would like to personally thank Mr. Glenn Lundy and Mr. Sean Hayes. We sent some direct messages to each other so you guys know exactly why I'm thanking you. Thank you for helping me to realize something that's been the forefront of my mind. I will tell you guys this before I go. I've adopted a new saying. And it's do what you do and help people from the heart and expect nothing in return. I noticed over the past few months or whatever the case, because of my competitiveness, because of my very analytical kind of mentality, that I have been focused more on the numbers of people's lives who I've been changing and the number of engagement that I've been getting. But I'm no longer actually focused on a number, because keep in mind, my goal is to make the world smile and change people's lives, and that's an abundance. So I got caught up in the analytics. I got caught up in the engagement, but that wasn't the pure focus of what I was doing. You guys know that I'm just here to make the world smile and change people's lives, and I'm going to do it every single day, but I'm going to do it and expect nothing in return. Thank you so much, you loyal doses. Y'all have a fantastic work week. Peace.